What's up guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today I have a really interesting project for you guys. It's to be a little bit controversial, but I'm gonna age a chicken for an entire week. So I got myself a corn-fed chicken. You can see it's a little bit yellow, the meat. It's quite expensive. This chicken was 9 euros. That's $10. It's a lot of money for a chicken. But you know, this chicken was probably humanely raised in Austria. Probably had a whole family tree. I was always curious as to see how long you could age chicken for. And to be a little bit more controversial, I'm gonna eat some of this raw chicken raw. See if I die or not. Why am I doing this? Well, I don't think that eating raw or rare chicken is dangerous if you're in a country like Germany or Japan. As a matter of fact, in Japan, they eat chicken raw. Let's go to Japan real quick and see how that is.
And you've got salmonella.
Salmonella.
Japan.
So when that's exempt, you can't get it.
Yeah, when chickens aren't raised humanely, they end up getting salmonella.
Raw chicken. Welcome to Japan. See, I'm back from Japan. Japan was 3 weeks ago. I'm still alive. Barely. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm alive, I'm healthy, I feel great. There was nothing wrong with eating raw chicken. I know it might be a little disgusting or gross, but if you're not a pussy, you can eat anything. So let's dry age this chicken in the fridge. So while I was in Japan, I got myself a very early birthday present. Wow. Tie a string around the legs. There we go. So I put a knife up on here to hold the string. So the bird can hang out in here. And we're gonna check back in 1 week and see how she looks like. As you can see, it's May 22nd on a Wednesday. That means we have to take her out May 29th. I set myself a reminder on the 29th of May to take out the chicken from the fridge so we can taste her. So what I think is gonna happen is that the skin is gonna completely dry out, so we're gonna have a crispy skin if we cook it, and hopefully the meat is sterile enough, or I don't know, I'm just gonna try some raw, guys. So it is Sunday, which means it's been 4 days now since Wednesday. The chicken's just looking really, really dry. The exterior of the skin is really dry, there's nothing holding it up. I had to amend the string because the string was falling off the whole time. The chicken kept on falling down. There's no more moisture in the tray down here. It's all kind of gone into the ventilation of the fridge. But the skin's really dry, there's nothing wet around here. The back's still a little bit wet, but I guess in a couple of days it's gonna go away. It's drying out, it doesn't look moldy, it doesn't smell moldy, it smells like nothing. Alright, it's been exactly 1 week. It is the 30th of May, which means it's Wednesday again. I haven't really checked the chicken because I went on a road trip to Hamburg for a day, so I haven't looked into the fridge. Let's have a little peek and see if the chicken is still there or if bacteria has eaten it or worse. She's a little red, I have to admit that. But the skin is really dry. Almost the texture of like a dry-aged piece of beef. It doesn't smell peculiar or anything. It's just dried. Alright. And yeah, you can see all these spots, but the chicken doesn't smell bad. The surface just dried out a little bit. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. There is a smell, but it's not a bad smell. It's almost like a dry-aged beef smell. It doesn't smell off at all. I don't know how we can test if this is still good to eat or not, but you know, we just have to try and eat it, I guess. So let's do it. These spots concern me a little bit, but not too much, to be honest. So yeah, the chicken has a little bit of a smell, but not like a bad smell, almost like a nutty aroma. Really weird. I'm gonna break down this chicken. So we're gonna eat the breast raw, Japanese style, like I did in Japan. And the rest we're kind of gonna barbecue and see how it affects the taste of the meat. Breaking down a chicken is quite simple. Everywhere there's a joint, you just cut through. And if you've done everything correctly like I did, you're gonna have 2 thighs and drumstick, 2 breasts, and 2 wings. Clean your knife afterward. So the one chicken breast that I ate in Japan didn't have the drumstick attached to the breast, or the skin. So I'm just gonna carefully remove the skin. And there we have pure chicken skin, one of my favorite things to eat. We're not throwing this away, we're gonna eat this. It all still smells fine, guys, don't worry. Alright, let's start off with the breast. I'm literally gonna take this breast and cook it for a couple of seconds each side so the middle is still completely raw. That's how I had it in Japan. Not there yet. Barely touched by heat. See, the chicken's still completely raw inside, as you can tell from here. So this is the point we're gonna take it off. Let it chill for a bit. Alright, so we have the chicken breast, 1 week aged. I'm gonna eat this raw. Disclaimer. So let's do it. Still completely raw. It's actually kind of gross. It's still cold. Oh dear. There it is. So the ultimate question. Why am I doing this? Well, I've seen it in Japan and I wasn't really scared of it. It tasted really, really good. And I just wanted to see in a country like Germany, if the standard of chicken is good enough, why the hell not? You know, life is about being daring, finding out what's possible. And if we just have the notion that everything is scary and we shouldn't try out new things, then we stay and we die. Or we eat raw chicken and we die. Okay guys, here goes nothing. 1 week aged chicken, raw. It's definitely a weird texture. But I ate it. Let's see tomorrow if I die. Let's try some soy sauce. I think we can all agree that that's pretty raw. It really doesn't taste that bad. It's really not a bad flavor at all. Look, if you can do this in Japan, you can probably do it everywhere else in the world, except maybe Indonesia. It's really not bad. So what I think the 1 week aging has done is it's increased the intenseness of the flavor. The chicken tastes a lot more intense, but not even any more like chicken, more like pork almost. It's quite good now. Here's the nice chicken wing. It tastes so much more intense, more like nutty, more really almost like pork. Crazy. Yeah, so I think there's a really important lesson to be learned here. you know, people eat different stuff all over the world, and only because we think it's not okay in our society to have raw chicken, in Japan it's completely normal for people to eat raw chicken, rare chicken, whatever. So I guess the moral of the story is, if you don't know anything about the person, don't judge them. Although I might die tomorrow. I like raw chicken now.